morning, everyone. Welcome to Zen Peale. We're about to start practice. I'm already been live for a few minutes, just so you know that I was here. And I have all the things prepared for me today. I have my mat. I have a block just in case, just off to the side. If I want to bring this in, I have more than one, but I'll just leave one for just in cases. I don't have a towel or anything like that, so that's up to you whether you want to bring a towel into your practice in case we have a little bit of oh, I got double sound. Hold on. Unless you're sweating, you might want. There we go. Okay. So we'll get started in our comfortable sit. So just find a sukhasana, one leg in front of the other. If you like lotus, half or full, go right ahead. So here, first, just one hand on top of the other, resting on the legs. Close the eyes and just find your mindfulness or move into awareness. Noticing how the body feels from the crown of the head all the way down to the toes. How are we doing today? How's the body doing today? First, start there. You might just be waking up, so you may still have your bed lingering on the back of your body or something like that. You still may be a little bit hazy in the mind. Next place to move into is how the mind feels. So we want to have the mind empty so that we can be present, noticing again how we feel and feeling ourselves move through our practice. So what I mean by feeling yourself move through your practice is paying attention to where you put your feet, where your eye gaze is, where your body is moving in space and time. So this is a different sense called proprioception. It's a science word for it. It's just a fancy word for awareness, but it helps you to understand essentially the relationship. Oh, it's good to have that awareness of moving through space and time. It deepens your practice, and it also just deepens your awareness of yourself off the mat as you walk around, right? So we'll start with some breath in and out the nose. Doesn't have to be Ujjayi breath unless you like to move into Ujjayi breath right in this moment. Go right ahead. Also notice if you're holding on to resistance, what that can play out to be within the body is you're holding on to a muscle. You're coming into this cross shape. Maybe you're not used to this cross shape, so you might be holding on to a pointed foot really hard, or your knee, you may just be clenching onto the muscles, or it may be even something within the face, the neck, the jaw. Just remind yourself that exhale is always available as an opportunity to let go. So from here we'll take prayer hands at heart center. Prepare for one Om, big breath. Om. Namaste. And then we'll take Shavasana, lay flat on your mat. So we're going to start to lengthen out the sides of our bodies. If you were here with us on Wednesday, we took a little crescent moon. We're going to take the same stretch, moving the legs over to the right side of your mat. Let the left leg cross on top of the right one. Torso also over to the right. Take the arms up by the ears and let the right hand catch the left wrist. You can even take a little twist of the neck and look over your left arm or tricep just off in the distance. So your back body should still be connected to the earth. You're just making your body into the shape of a crescent moon, just allowing for space in the stretch there. If you're ready for the other side, we'll switch over to left. Legs left, torso left, arms up. Left hand catching the right wrist. And pull. Together, or to center. You find the center line of your mat and just grow long and tall. Take the arms up by the ears, spread out the fingers, spread out the toes. So pretend like you're a little cat, right? When they spread out their toes, release their claws. Just they take a nice long stretch. Hug the knees into the belly. Nice ball shape here. The legs fall to the right for a twist. Legs can be bent. Legs can be straight. You can stagger the legs. You can eagle the legs if you want. I'm just going to go for a long stretch of my left side body in twist. So I stagger my legs. Let my left leg be lower than my right. And I just help my right thigh or left thigh by pushing it away, just lengthens out the top of my hip, my waistline, a little bit of rib cage. So we're going to add a heart opener here. Left arm comes over to meet the right. Pick yourself up, take the right arm behind you, fingers point behind you, arm behind you. Then from there, we bring the feet back to the mat and then we just open. I'm getting a chest and shoulder stretch on the right side, heart opener. So helps you prepare for back bends, this stretch. Also helps your posture. We're all much more rounded over, shoulders forward now due to our fancy little gadgets. So it's good to come into the stretch often. One more breath here. And release. Shift back onto your ball shape on your mat. Knees into the belly. Now we'll start moving to the left side, same thing. So we start with a twist, let the legs fall left, bent legs, straight legs, staggered legs. Remember I took staggered legs because I like to go for a longer stretch of my right side body. If you have the legs together, you notice that your hip just kind of wants to ride up on the rib cage. So I let the leg fall lower, all right? Right leg, top leg fall lower than the left, and then I help my right thigh simply by pushing it away just a little bit. So I can find a nice long length of the side body. Again, we'll take the same stretch of the shoulder. Right arm comes over to meet the left. Pick yourself up. Let the left hand draw behind you. Fingers point towards you or arm points towards me. From your perspective, bring the feet back. Open up the legs. Feel that nice stretch of the chest and shoulder. You may notice one side has more range of motion than the other, especially if you're a side sleeper. You're going to notice lots of things in your shoulders no matter what, no matter where we are, but especially if it's a shoulder dependent stretch, you will notice all kinds of things. We're not meant to sleep on our shoulders, but I know we have habits that have started way back. And those are hard to change. And we release, come back to your ball shape again. Take your time. So you're going to start moving into half of a happy baby. Left foot down, right leg up. Catch the foot if you can and bend it, pulling or pressing the knee towards the earth. So we have this bent left leg. You can leave it bent. Don't worry about it in this moment. Or take it straight. You'll start to pull the pelvis down, right? So that's where you actually take a little resistance of your own here. Resistance only simply to go deeper into the stretch. So we try to resist this right side from being pulled up. So I can get more stretch there. Add energy into your left leg. If you want to see about straightening the leg to the side, go right ahead. So we straighten the leg to the right. Long lines of stretch here, both legs. And then we bring the leg back to center. So here is where you'll find, oh, there's all my hamstrings, because you'll feel definitely tighter here in this place. So again, for those who aren't used to practicing with me, I like to take some warm-up movements or some little stretching movements just to keep checking in with my body at the beginning of practice, and then move into an actual flow after some warm-up. And then here we'll take a hip stretch. So that's what we're doing now. It's just taking some warm-up movements, and then we'll move into an actual flow. Stretchy flow today. So this is a hip stretch, right leg crossed on top of the left thigh. Knee to the side here. So if you have more room here for stretching, you can take the left leg up, meaning you already have flexibility within your body, or you have a regular practice of some sort. Take the left leg up and just go where you can go. Bring the leg closer. You can move this into stacking the left leg behind the right one and pulling the legs into your chest. This is called a fire log, double pigeon, shin stack. Take your choice of names, it's all the same thing. Get ready to move into the other side, half happy baby. So we just unravel here, right foot down, left one is up, catch on to the left foot, and down to the earth you go with your left knee, or towards the earth we try. Leave the right leg as it is, or straighten down, your choice. So here you get to notice where you are in terms of balance between your own hips. What side is more open in this shape, etc., etc. And when we notice ourselves in our practice, how do we notice ourselves without judgment? Doesn't matter what you used to do back in the day. That's irrelevant, because you can't bring that person back forward, and it doesn't matter where you're trying to get to in the future, because again, we're not there yet. So this is the only person you can practice with. So let all the other emotional, crazy mind stuff just let go. We don't need any of that stuff here. All right, let's straighten the leg to the side. So left leg extend to the side. Lots of long, straight lines of stretch. Getting ready to pull this leg to center. We pull this leg to center. And then here we notice where all the hamstrings come into play. Just do your best to stay long. And then your left leg, We'll bend, cross on top of the right one, thread through to catch right leg, same hip stretch as before. So remember, this one has variations. This is one variation here. Next place is extend the right leg up, draw in, or take the right leg and stack it behind the left. So shin, stack, double pigeon, fire log, you choose your name. Oh, there's that left hip again. So I noticed for me, my left hip on this side, and this external rotation, I definitely feel a little bit more than my right. Alright, so from here we move into double, happy baby. So just unravel, catch the feet and bend them. Both knees to the earth. And from here you can stay with the bent legs or go for straight. Just see where you are. Very beginning of practice, so we'll check back in with this little pose later. Alright, close the door, catch behind the knees, rock yourself up. So just a nice Paschimottanasana, or just folding over the legs. It doesn't have to be formal if you don't want it to be. Catch the feet, take a breath, and just fold. Woo. And I'm just going to rock a little bit side to side in this pose, because I feel like I need it. I've been doing a lot of sitting lately, trying to get rid of some things on my to-do list, so I feel it. Inhale, we pick up the chest. Exhale, cross legs. Take a plank, hands and toes. Take breath here. Exhale, chaturanga, or all the way down to the earth. You choose. Inhale, rise up. Take your time. And child's pose. Hips to heels. Get some space in between your knees. You can go ahead and move into some more stretch for your body. And then drop down, extending the arms forward from the shoulders, heart to the earth. Here we're going to take a nice long stretch with our right leg. Just unravel, send the right leg to the right in external rotation, knee up, toes up. So here you can simply drop down, right, to elbows or flat again. Or you can come off of the shin on the left side. I'm going to try to come off the shin and try to make this flat. So you choose it, take breath, and go in. And we'll stay here for 3, 2, and 1. Inhale, pick up the chest. Exhale, pull the right leg in. And we'll move into the same on the left. So left leg, unravel to the left. External rotation, knee up, toes up. Staying on the shin or not. Again, I'm going to try to come off and make myself a little bit flatter in this pose. So take breath and go in. And stay here for 3, 2, and 1. Inhale, pick up the chest. Exhale, pull the left leg in. We'll bring our knees together. We're going to find our toes. So we tuck the toes under. Try to spread out the toes too when you get there. and sit back on your cat and feet and turn. See if you can get your hips all the way back. Maybe let the hands come down to the earth. Drop the head back, make it a little bit of a heart opener here. Inhale, we come up. Exhale, release the toes. A little bit of tap, tap, tap on the top of the foot. I feel that right big toe. All right, staying in your box pose, we'll move through our spine, cow and cat. Plant the hands, spread the fingers, pull the belly button up towards the spine, and then we let the whole belly drop for cow. Crown of the head comes up. Inhale. Exhale, cat. Cat looks like Halloween cat, chin to the chest. Go again. Inhale. Exhale. One more. Inhale. Exhale. Very nice. Neutral spine, tuck the toes, take breath, let the hips come up and back. Downward facing dog. So from here, we're simply going to walk to the top of the mat. So just take an inhale and just walk. Find the top of your mat. When you get there, flat back lift. Fold, exhale. Coming all the way up to Tadasana, mountain. Inhale up nice and tall. Lean back if you have it. Namaste. All right, today starting with classical sun salutes. Oh, you can't see my head. Here, let me scoot. Let me scoot a little bit. That's better. So from Tadasana, we take an inhale. From mountain, we take an inhale. Up, lean back. Or Namaste. Exhale, take fold. Right leg back and down to the knee. Inhale. Left leg back, dog pose. Exhale. Inhale, plank. Knees come down, the chest and the chin come down. Inhale, rise up. Exhale, downward facing dog. Take a couple of breaths here. Prepare to move. Right leg forward, left knee down. Inhale. Left leg forward, fold. Exhale. Inhale, rise up mountain, lean. Namaste. Exhale. We go again. Inhale. Exhale. Right leg back and down. Inhale. Left leg back, dog pose. Exhale. Inhale, plank. Knees, chest, chin. Touch earth. Inhale, rise up, high cobra or upward face. Exhale, back. Downward facing. Couple of breaths. Prepare to move. Right leg forward, left knee down. Inhale. Left leg forward, fold. Exhale. Inhale, rise up, lean. Namaste. Again, inhale, leave. Exhale, fold. Right leg back and down to the knee. Inhale. Left leg back, dog pose. Exhale. Inhale, plank. Knees, chest, chin. Inhale, rise up. Exhale, tuck chin, tuck toes. Downward facing dog, couple of breaths. Prepare to move. Right leg forward, left knee down, inhale. Left leg forward, fold, exhale. Inhale, rise up. Exhale, Namaste. We'll take Ashtanga Sun Salutation B. So starts in a chair pose here. Inhale, take chair. Exhale, fold. Inhale, flat back. Exhale, chaturanga, walk or float. Inhale, high cobra or upward facing. Exhale, downward facing. So from here, we take left heel in towards the center line of your mat. The right leg takes a big step forward, in line with the back heel. From here, 5 feet of space, hips sinking down, release the arms, pull the belly in, find your balance, inhale, warrior one. Exhale, take your vinyasa, chaturanga, or to the earth. Inhale, rise up. Exhale, back to downward facing dog. So we take same little sequence, but the other leg. So right heel in towards the center line. Left leg, big step forward. 5 feet of space, hips sinking, both feet flat, back foot on an angle. Release the arms. Inhale, come up. Exhale, chaturanga. Inhale, rise up. Exhale, back. Breathe. So we're going to elongate our breaths here. We were first 2, now let's take 4. Normally it is 5 for Ashtanga, but we're going to take 4. Prepare to move. Bend into your knees, eyes forward, top of the mat, walk or float. Inhale when you get there. Fold, exhale. Back to chair. Inhale, chair. Exhale, up, lean back. Lean back is optional. Exhale, Namaste. Not necessarily an Ashtanga, just extra, more stretch. Alright, so we take the same vinyasa again, same sun salute again. Inhale, chair. Exhale, fold. Lift, inhale. Chaturanga, exhale. Inhale, rise up. Exhale, back. Alright, so left heel, center line of the mat. Right leg, big step forward. Inhale, come up, warrior one. Exhale, chaturanga. Inhale, rise. Exhale, back. Other side. Right heel, center line. Left leg Big step forward. 5 feet of space. From here we come up. Inhale up. Exhale. Chaturanga. Inhale up. Exhale back. Breathe. Prepare to move. Bend into the knees, eyes forward, top of the mat. Inhale to get there, lift the chest. Fold, exhale. Chair again, inhale. Exhale up. And Namaste. Okay, hands at the waist. Take breath. Exhale, open up the feet. About hip width distance. Big breath in through the nose, take fold. Peace fingers, big toes, flat back lift. Elbows out, chin to chest. Padangusthasana. So just because we're starting to look like an Ashtanga practice doesn't mean it's going to be. Just some things. Inhale, flat back. Exhale, let's take the whole palm underneath. Toes to the wrist. Just trying to get some extra length in the hamstrings. Flat back, breathe. Exhale, pull belly in, chin to chest. Breathe. Inhale, flat back. Exhale, let's reverse the palms. So now I'm going to have the palm flat. Right, thumbs are going to be on the outside. I'm going to step on my feet. I'm going to step on my hands with my feet. So my big toe, or actually all my toes are on the thumb. Yeah, my heel is on the inside. So we're going to add Milazzo Pose here. Milazzo's frog squat, yogi squat, whatever name you like. So we take breath, and we bend into the knees, we drop the hips down. Hold here for 3, 2, and 1. Inhale, extend the legs. Exhale, release the hands. So our Milazzo pose is going to get bigger. So we take the heels behind the toes and the toes pointing out. So all I did is just open up about one foot space. So I have the heels on the lines of my mat and my toes are out. Take breath, drop the hips down here. So if you're not used to a wider Milazzo, it's a lot different. Whee! So just try to stay in the pose. I'm just going to leave my hands on the feet. I'm helping my knees to stay where they are. Hold here for 3, 2, and 1. Hands on the earth. Extend the legs. Inhale. Take a vinyasa here. Chaturanga. Inhale, rise up. Exhale, back. Downward facing dog. All right, forward to plank. Inhale, plank. Exhale, right knee comes down. Open up. So this is a baby side plank. We're going to use this for stretch. So first is a back bend. Hips forward. You have to push them and reach behind yourself. So inhale, reach. Feel the stretch of the front body. Hold here. And just pull it back a little bit. So here we're going to go forward with the arm to pick up the leg. Inhale, catch it. Exhale, catch the foot, kick in here. So same thing, hips forward. Extend, feel all the stretching. Find length, release, inhale, lengthen. Exhale, hand down and pivot on your knee. So here, I'm ready for a lunge on the knee. I'm going to take it left leg in front. So left leg in front, I pull. I'm going to step back a little bit, move quite forward on my mat. And go for a long stretch, knee to knee, for my lunge. Front leg, half Hanuman, extend. Try to keep connected. Inhale, extend. I stayed connected to my thigh in the front. And fold. So you can add balance here. Is release the hands. Take them behind the back. Palms together. And whee, extend. You can tell the balance is quite there. Play with this, one more breath. Well, toes tuck under, kind of help in the back. A lot, actually, little. Release. Inhale, bend back into the knee, shift forward. Exhale, just release the breath. We'll take this pose, interlace, push away, inhale up. Exhale, hands on the inside of the front leg. So from here, we want to take a turn to my right. Extend the right leg with the foot flat, staying high on the left knee. So here, first place is down. Down to elbows, hang out here, go for the inner thigh space. More, you can add back bending, extend forward, chin down, Anahatasana, or wide split. Slide forward. Keep your hips off of your right foot. Whew. And stay here. Woo-ah. Hold for 3, 2, remember to breathe, and 1. Plant the hands, pick up the chest, inhale, pull back a little bit, your left foot. Exhale, pick yourself up and extend the right foot flat to the earth. Flat back, breathe. And exhale, fold. So the intention here is to have a straight spine in the center of your 2 legs, not just touch the top of your head to the floor. Not the intention. So we'll go in. I'm going to add shoulder opener behind my back. Hold here. Unravel, flat back, inhale. Left hand underneath heart center with a flat back. We're going to add twist. Right arm is reaching up. Inhale, reach behind the back. Exhale, catch the inner thigh. Work the right shoulder behind you. Even twist the neck. Hold here. Inhale, extend the arm up. Exhale, release, hand down to the earth. Other side. Right hand center, underneath the heart, press into the earth. Extend the left arm up. Inhale, reach behind the back. Exhale, catch the inner thigh, shoulder back, twist. I feel this neck twist. Inhale, extend the arm up. Exhale, release. Toes out, inhale. Right leg bend. Exhale. So this is a side lunge. So this side lunge, we are going to add a little gate pose. So, gate pose is basically a side bend with a little bit of a twist. Not necessarily a forward fold, it's a side bend. So we try to get our left hip down. So this right leg, you may need to also drop down, right, to feel comfortable for this pose. I'm going to leave my foot up, and it actually facilitates the pose if you can get there. It's already pushing me towards the leg. So take a little twist away, so I'm facing my short leg, or the right side. Take breath. Trajectory of left shoulder is inside of left knee. Oy. You can take your hand and hold on to your ankle or press down on the ankle if the leg is down. Reach the right arm towards the leg. I'm going to catch outside of the foot. That's what you're trying to do. And then the left hand, if everything feels fairly good and stable, you can reach and catch the inside of the left foot. So you can tell you're opening up for a little bit of a twist, trying to face the chest up. Ooh. Inhale, unravel up, hip up 2, exhale, other side. So left leg bent, right leg is long, hanging out first just to get some space. So this side is always my trouble side for adding a gate pose into shape. So I'm still going to give it a whirl. Check in here. All right. Oh. So right hip down. Also left leg down if you're going. Remember, bring this guy down. I'm going to try to keep my leg up. So from here, we take a little twist to face our shorter leg or the bent leg. Trajectory of the right shoulder is inside of the right knee. Hold on to the ankle or press down on the foot. Oh yeah, all that sitting. And extend the left arm towards the foot, catch the outside. Everything feels pretty good. Reach the right on the inside and catch, and try to open the chest up. Hold. Woo. Inhale, come up. Pick up the right leg and exhale, walk towards this side of the mat. So here I'm going to move into a nice warrior 1. So we've done many of these thus far. Right leg bent, left leg is long, back foot's on some type of angle. So traditional school, what you learn to begin with is this 45-degree angle, right? But unless you have the hip flexor space, it's hard to get down nice and deep. Pull the belly in around. So in Ashtanga, actually I just learned recently, if you can believe it, they actually have a different foot in the back. They take a warrior 2 foot, which is toes pointing off to the side. So if you want to see what it feels like, you're more than welcome to check it out. I'm going to go somewhere in the middle of the 2. I'm going to open my foot a little bit because I don't like, or I feel like my knee is in an unstable place. So I'm just going to open up a little because I do like the stretch of the hip. So face the front, reach up, inhale. Exhale, take Vinyasa here, Chaturanga. Rise up. Exhale back. Bend to the knees, eyes forward, top of the mat. Lift the chest, inhale, fold, exhale. All the way up, lean back. Namaste. So we go for space again. So hip width with the feet. Take breath. Exhale. Fold. So last time we were here, we took Padangusthasana, Padahastasana, and then we added a reverse palm and moved into some Malasans. So let's get started. Peace fingers wrap the big toes. Make sure there's hip width space in between your feet. Flat back, inhale. Belly's in, chin to chest, exhale. Long lines of stretch. Inhale, flat back. Exhale, slide the whole palm underneath. Toes to the wrist, flat back, breathe. Elbows out, chin to chest. Inhale, pick up the chest. Exhale, release the feet from the hands or hands from the feet, you choose it. And we reverse the palms down. Here comes our Malasana addition. So the first one is just within the hips. All right, hands are down on the earth, within the hip space. Toes are on the thumb. Take breath. Drop your hips down. Inhale, extend legs. Exhale, release. So from here, we let the heels get behind the toes, and then we open up the toes out. So again, the heels now are on the edges of your mat. The toes point out, take breath, and we drop down. So we're in a wide Malasana. Second time here, what does it feel like? I'm not going to tell you what it feels like to me. Oh, man. Dance to the earth, extend the legs, inhale, close the door, the feet together, and fold. Inhale, pick up the chest, exhale, plank. In plank, we breathe. Left knee down, turn. So here, we're back to our side lunge. We push the hips forward, reach back, inhale. Hold. And come back to center. Center is just in line, one straight line. Here we shift forward, inhale, reach back, catch foot. Kick in, same stretch. Front body stretch. Inhale, extend long. Exhale, hand down, pivot on the knee. Or just get yourself into this pose. Right? Might not feel great to you. Take breath. And right leg is forward. And again, I'm fairly high on the mat, so I'm going to come down to the center. And then pushing the hips forward. Feel a long stretch in between the two knees. Front leg extend. Oh, keep the chest to thigh. Front leg extend, inhale. So here we are. Again, add the balance that we did before. Okay. Again, right leg is not my best. Hands down to the earth. Shift back forward, take this pose. Interlace the fingers, push out, up and away. Exhale. Hands split the front foot, flying plank. Exhale. Rise up. Oh, take child's pose. Just taking a little break here. Okay, so coming back, even we need breaks sometime, teachers. So we're coming into right leg in front and a little turn. So my right leg is long and I'm high up on the left knee. So first place to go from here is elbows down. Now, working the inner thigh space. Next place from here is at the back bending, which is extending forward, Anahata and melt down. Now third place is just go for the deepest stretch, which is go for the slide. So slide forward. Oh, boy. Okay. Hold this shape. Stay here. For 3. 2. And 1. Light the hands. Pick up the chest. Inhale. Bring your right foot back. Exhale. And then we pick up our left, and we're back here for Prasarita Padottanasana. So remember the intention of this pose. It's not a wide split, but you can take a wide split here if you want to. I'm still going to stay with my spine in between the legs and my shoulder openers. So take a breath and full shoulder openers behind the back with the palms together. Releasing the hands to the earth. Flat back inhale. Alright, so last time we added a center twist, which you're more than welcome to go there, right? But I'm going to go quite deeper. So I'm going to take my right hand and go still in the line of the heart, but I'm going to pull the hand all the way over in front of my left foot. And I'm keeping about, that's a good 8 to 10 inches of space in between, right? So from there, press into the earth and reach towards the side of my mat. I'm also twisting my neck. I can stay longer if I like with my spine. Can even wrap behind again for a little bind here. Release, inhale, exhale, back to center. All right, so again, you can stay center or shift the hand all the way in front of your right foot, about 8 inches of space, and then just take the same pose. Press, twist from there, spine long, behind the back, take the bind. Inhale, extend up, exhale, back to center. All right, from here we open toes, inhale, shift into left leg bend, exhale. So here we have lots of options for us today. So we can stay, right? You can come back to your gate pose if you remember before. You can add just a little twist here. Left arm on the inside of the left knee. You can add a bind or a fold. This time I'm going to add a fold, a head to knee pose. I want to keep the length, at least in my legs, happening. You're still going to have long stretch anyway, no matter if you go in for twist or just hang out here. I'm just going to go for more, which is head to knee pose. So dropping the hip down, face the leg. So for me, I'm actually going to internally rotate this leg and just get it out of the way so I can take a better fold. Take breath and fold. Inhale, come up. You can pick up the hips and come back to where you were. Other side, exhale. Okay, so remember, you can stay, right? You can gate pose. You can twist and bind, right? If you did that just a second ago. Or head to knee pose, if you followed my version. Drop down, internally rotate the right leg, face the leg, take breath, and fold. Inhale, pick yourself back up into your side lunge. Exhale, we're walking towards the left leg. So it's a warrior one is where we're trying to get to. So remember, there is a different variation for the foot in the back. You can open it up and make this a Ashtanga warrior one. So you check in with your knees before you do anything. You may not like it. Or should I say the knees may not like it. So I'm just so used to this 45-degree angle, I'm just going to open a little because I can still get fairly deep no matter what, but that's the intention of turning the foot so that the hips can go down, but it adds instability. So up to you if you like that type of pose or shape of the foot in the back. Take your foot in the back and inhale, come up. Exhale. Inhale, rise up. Exhale back to a downward facing dog. All right. So from here we bring our feet together. Release the right foot to the toe. So before I do anything, I'm just going to push back into this pose. Feel the stretch. And then from the leg in the back, I'm going to remove the leg in the back and bring it in the front. Cross the right knee on top of the left one, still pushing back. Adding here, right leg is going to slide forward, hips come down. Inhale, pick up the chest, all that. So feel the length in the lower back, in the spine, and you're in a twist. Back toes tucked under, and my right leg is straight to the side. Pull into the belly with the right leg, extend up for three-legged dog, inhale. Exhale, foot outside of the hand, nice long lizard. Front leg straighten, inhale. Slide into lizard split. So for some of you, lizard split is this. For others, lizard split is forward. So it's not monkey split. or Hanumanasana, it is lizard. My hands are on the inside of my right leg, and my right leg is off to the side. There is a difference. And I kept my back toes tucked under, but that's just kind of temporary. It adds a little bit of stretch to the front of the leg on the left side. I'm just going to keep it and try to lift my pelvis up to get more stretch out of the back leg. All right, so if you want to catch your tail in the back, you can go ahead and start to bend the leg. If you're like me, if you're high up, you can drop down. If you were here, you can drop down to the back knee, but you'd have to push the weight forward to catch the back leg. So up to you. You might just want to stay long, right? Catching your tail or not. Whee! Mm-hmm. And releasing the tails. So from here, there's a pull back. So pull into the belly and send the right leg up for the three-legged dog again. Pull into the belly, press it to the earth, send the leg up. Bend the knees, stack the hips, left elbow down. Pushing the weight back into the leg. This takes the stretch all the way up to the glute ham tie-ins on the left leg, which is good. Back to three-legged dog, square the hips, extend the leg, inhale, knee into the belly, nose to knee, and then let the foot shift forward for lunge. So heel is up in the back, not warrior one. Interlace the fingers, come up. Exhale, hands, split the front foot. So here we're going to turn and close the hips. So toes in the front, pick up, boom. Here's closed hips. I'm going to move my left hand further away from me. So all of my toes and knees point towards you. That's important. Try to get all of your feet flexed in dorsiflexion. See my feet, my toes are moving up towards my knees. All right, flex foot. I'm on the outer edge of my left foot. Actually, the whole outer edge of my left leg is from the outside of the foot to the outside of the leg is touching the earth. This arm further more away. So I have a very closed hip. I'm coiled in. This feels good. Okay. Right leg. We're going to play with this leg. So this right leg, we're just going to pick it up and step it behind us. Push the hips up for a wild thing. So now my right foot is flat, connecting to the glute. I just pull up a little bit and reach. Pretty back bend. And then come back to the lunge. So use your core to pull the right leg back forward into the lunge. So here, shift forward. All the weight is on the right leg. My left leg is loose because I want to stretch out my left leg high up in the air. Inhale, reach up. Bend the knee and stack the hips, catch it. And pull in. Hands down, extend the leg high, inhale. Way back, exhale. So two options here. First option, front leg, drop down, take half pigeon. Nice, fantastic, wonderful stretch. I'm actually going to stay here for just a breath. Or Hanumanasana, which is the monkey split or front split. All right, you take your pose. Hold for 5, 4, 3, 2, and 1. Release. So our release here is to turn to the back of our mat. So right leg is going to go all the way to close the left one. From here, pick up the legs. Exhale, chaturanga. Lift the chest. And exhale back. Okay, feet together. So first thing we did here was simply release the left foot to the toe and push back into the leg. And then our left leg, we crossed in front of the right one at the knee joint and still push back into the leg. Whee. And then from here, we pulled left leg forward, hip all the way down for a touch. So inhale, long inhale to make this happen. Hips down, and a twist. Lift and lengthen the spine, back toes tucked under. This side is harder for me, even though it doesn't look it, but it is. And we pull into the belly with the knee and extend back up for a three-legged dog, nice and long. Bend the knees, stack the hips. Right elbow down, pushing back into the leg. Long stretch. Whee. Back up to the hands, extend. Foot outside, exhale. Okay, so lizard. So first thing we did here was front leg extend. You can stay here or take your lizard split. So some of you, this is it. Maybe you took the front back knee down, left the front leg long, or you went down. Oh, and I'm leaving my back toes tucked under to help my right front of the leg stretch. Woo. This side. Turning the pelvis up into a little lot. I feel like I need adjustment on my right hip. If you're catching your tail, go right ahead. Woo. 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 Awful chairs. Release. So here we plant the hands, we tuck the back toes, we're pulling back out to the three-legged dog for full lunge pose. So start with the belly, pull in, lower belly, press into the earth, send the leg up. And exhale, knee into the belly. Nose to knee. Let the foot come down full lunge. Whee. All right. Interlace the fingers. Up. Exhale. Hands split the front foot. So here's our coil. So we pick up the front toes and we pivot. I'm going to move the right arm further away. And here I am. Oh. So all my feet are flexed in dorsiflexion. My toes are moving up towards my knees. All my knees and toes point towards you. That's important. So here we have a front body stretch coming up. Our crossed left leg. We just open it up, step behind our right thigh. Then from there we pull up to take the pose. Lean back. Over to plank. All right, so here we come. Taking the half pigeon or moving into Namaste. I'm going to take half pigeon just for a breath, and then I'll move into half or Namaste monkey split. Whenever you're ready, Stay where you are, go deeper. Inhale, we start to shift off to the side to close the door. So now I'm making my way left leg to meet the right towards the top of the mat. Legs up for boat, Namaste, inhale up. Oh, a little help there. Exhale, Chaturanga. Rise up. Child's pose. So in your child's pose, so just stay in child's pose. I'm just going to look at the time. We're playing past time. We notice how we feel from crown of the head to the toes. Stay in your child's pose. So from child's pose, we come up, cross the legs, and sit. So in sitting, I'm going to take my legs in a Baddha Konasana and just press down just for a little bit more. If you have this pose fairly easily, you can go right ahead and take it. Here, just taking a little Upavishta. Inhale, open. Exhale, belly down. Last pose. Exhale, we close the legs, close the door in a Sukhasana. One hand on top of the other. So we've come to the end of our practice. So you're more than welcome to end here, take seated meditation, or move into a Shavasana and lie all the way flat, maybe taking some of the same shapes we did before. Little beginning movements with a twist and a twist, or the happy baby and reverse Upavishta. That's completely up to you. I'm just going to take a seated meditation and call it a day. So I always thank everyone for joining me for every practice that we do live, or any practice that's already previously recorded. I thank you for practicing all of it. Right? Thank you for joining us. Hopefully something that we do here serves you. The most important thing. I appreciate each and every one of you. Enjoy the rest of your wonderful day. All my love. Namaste. remember, take Shavasana or take meditation in this moment. And I'll see you